Hey Tommy, this is Jeremy with Toriar Digital Marketing. You responded to a Facebook post that I put out where I was going to show you how I get leads for the real estate investment business. This is your free video on that. What I'm going to show you, I'm going to show you what we do and how we do it on how you can outrank your competition online with your website. Okay? I don't want to waste your time or mine, so let's go ahead and get right into it. So we're going to talk about three things in this video. We're going to talk about content, backlinks, and citations. Okay, so as you can see here, I've got your site pulled up here, Chefs Buy Houses. Um, and content is basically the amount of words you have on your site, okay? So going through your site, you actually have, it looks like you got a decent amount of content here. Yeah, you actually got quite a bit of content. So good job on that. Now the next thing we got to look at is to find out what your backlink profile looks like. Okay, so let's go here. So this is Ahrefs. This is a site that buys data off of Google and puts it into charts and graphs for us easier to read. And I've got your site pulled up here, and you have no backlinks. So like this right here, I'll explain this when we talk about your competitor. But you're not getting any rating with Google at all. So you're not even showing up on Google right now because you don't have any rating with them, and that's because you have no backlinks. Once you get backlinks, then your keywords will start ranking. Okay, so it says you have one organic keyword, but I mean that could be your branding for all we know. So let's go ahead and look at your competitors. So I looked up Newark first. I looked up We Buy Houses Newark and found out that keyword didn't have a lot of volume. But in these New England states, I've noticed that looking up the state seems to work better. So I put We Buy Houses NJ for New Jersey. And so the first thing a lot of times you'll see ads at the top, but in this case we don't. So we see the Google Map Pack, which is where citations come into play. We'll talk about that here in a minute. And then you see the organic listings. Your top organic competitor here is Halo Home Buyers. We Buy Houses New Jersey, Sell My House Fast. See, they got a bunch of keywords in their meta description there, or their meta title. Okay, so let's go ahead and take a look at their website. Content-wise, honestly, probably about the same as you, if I had to guess. They might have a little bit more content than you, but I don't think your content is actually what's hurting you. I think it's the backlinks is why you're not ranking. Okay, so we're gonna go over here to Ahrefs and look at their site. Okay, so you see the big difference here. Okay, so they've got 834 organic keywords that they're ranking somewhere for. It doesn't mean they're ranking first page, it just means they're ranking somewhere. Okay, and they're getting 248 people coming to their site every month. This is what I focus on when I look at the competitor. So this right here, if we get you on that number one spot on Google, that right there is what you'll be getting. It's 248 people coming to your website every month. I'd imagine you can make some really good investment deals with that. So they have 128 referring domains and 407 backlinks. They also have a 31 DR and a 35 UR. This right here, this is where we need to beat them, is right here in the DR and UR. Okay, the DR is the domain rating, UR is URL rating. Okay, so in this, since we looked up the whole domain, the URL, they're going off their homepage here for the URL rating. These mean the same thing basically. So they've got 86, and you want do follow from other trusted sites. Like you don't want non-trusted sites. And as you can see, they just started growing fairly recently, within the last year or so. Okay, so they just started growing their backlink profile. See, they were in the same position as you all the way through this whole time right here, and then somebody like me got a hold of them right about here and started building them up. So, so next thing we're going to do is we're going to talk about citations. Now, this is actually a quicker and easier way, probably, especially for you, to get you on the front page of Google fast while we're waiting on your site to rank, while we're getting the backlinks together. Okay. So the Google Map listing usually shows up before the organic listings. Every once in a while they don't, but that's usually because if that's the case, it's usually because there's nobody in the map pack that's got enough trustworthy to show up. So the top listing is We Buy Houses NJ Fast, which is the same as the top listing, right? Or yeah, I think it's the same people, the Halo home buyers. Pretty sure it is. I'm I'm actually curious. No, it's not. It's not the same people. Okay, so these people right here are getting just as much traffic as those other people, as the Halo guys. So let's see how many citations they have. Now, there's three things that rank you in Google Maps. There's the optimization of the Google My Business listing. There's your overall site rankings, and then there's the number and quality of citations you have. So what's a citation, you ask? It's a directory listing, basically a phone book listing, with your name, address, and phone number, on somebody else's site. Okay, it's similar to a backlink, but without the actual link. Okay, and sometimes they're interchangeable. Like if it's name, address, and phone number and a link, it's both a backlink and a citation. Okay, so these guys have 5 total citations. So all we got to do is beat them out in the citation, optimize the Google My Business listing, and you could be at the top of the map pack in no time. Like I said, that's a lot easier to do and faster to do than the actual SEO itself and getting the regular backlinks. But we can do that while we're waiting on the backlinks, okay, to come through. So to recap, we talked about content, backlinks, and citations in this video. Hopefully you got some value out of it. I would love to have some feedback on this. If you need any help with this, feel free to reach out to us. Our number is 317-961-3757, or you can just reply to the email that we sent this to you on. Have a great day.